Gotta see things. See new faces and...
fancy meeting you guys.
You didn't have to, it's so kind.
Yeah.
Let them
Great minds think alike. Oh. Jazz, do you have a straightener? Yes. Could I please borrow it? Yeah.
You are the next generation. You were at Mayhem, you finished 18th.
Yeah.
And what was your highest finish at Mayhem?
4th. I tied for 4th with Chrissy on the chipper event, so.
And how old are you?
16. Almost 17, like 2 more weeks, so.
And I might say that she has the best second name in CrossFit.
Powers. It's the name of the winner.
Just want to go, yeah, baby. Oh.
Morning, guys.
Yeah, the DJ's in the building.
Yes.
He's got his...
The guy who's standing next to me, Sean Cummins.
And look, the decks. I played DJ Hero twice. Am I allowed to come on the DJ decks this weekend?
You can. Come and see me. Come and see me. You can have a little go. You can press play. Start one of the WODs.
We know. First it was double unders. Then it was... What was the other stuff? We won't go... Anyway, now you're weird about jumping up to rings.
Vertigo. It's like,
and I'm a tall human, and I'm still like, ooh.
my face.
Look at this team. This is huge. Reminds me of regionals, just a little bit bigger. This weekend, Strength in Depth, it's the British Sanctional, the one that's here in the UK. They have sold out every single ticket for every single day. Also, you know what's crazy? Like, I don't want to talk about Matt Fraser too much over this weekend. I know he's like, it's Matt Fraser's here, right? The cool thing is, I was saying to Jazz when we were just sat at the side and he was sat there in the briefing with all the athletes, is like, he doesn't have to be here. Like, he's qualified for the games. Like, people idolize him. You can see them sat there with him just like, you know, like they get to share the floor with Matt Fraser. He's like here, the fittest on earth, here in the UK, thrown down in an event because he likes to compete. That's cool. To note here, team, this weekend, last year there was 2 tiers like this. Just 2, either end of the competition floor. This year there's 4. So we just had the athlete briefing. This morning's first event here is one that some CrossFitters look at and go, yeah, this is my jam. And then most CrossFitters go, it's just one we've got to get out of the way. The 6K run. 1 more K than a 5K. The thing that I like about this 6K run is that everyone kind of knows their 5K time, so they know how fast they can run. 6K is just that 1K extra that you're just like, ooh. Just like say, do Grace, which is 30 clean and jerks, you know how you'll do it. If you're like, right, we want you to do 40 clean and jerks, you'd be like, how am I going to do it? Do you get nervous before a competition with Matt?
Oh yeah, always. It's like you just want him to do his best and you want him to feel good about it, and then I can sense his nerves and his like, you know, and so you just try to keep calm, keep the peace, keep the smiles. But yeah, it's nerve-wracking. Always is.
Are you a screamer on the side or a quieter?
It depends, a little bit of both. For sure during the workouts I'm like pacing and my heart rate gets all spiked, and then towards the end obviously of a workout it's like, all right, whatever I can give to you, even though I know you can't hear me, it's like, come on sweetheart, let's go.
You've just aged 40 years.
I'm not a glasses person. I'm a hat person, not a glasses person.
How bad or good was that?
The last 2K got real, and I thought I could catch him on that last 500. So I sprinted for about half of it. I was like, oh boy,
Yes, got
just finish, just get done.
It's all flat, right?
Yeah, all flat, all flat. Although this is really slick, so you kind of had to be careful.
Jazz and I came to the conclusion that you are the CrossFit Zack Efron.
Hey, I'll take it. Sure. Bring it.
That was the event you were most looking forward to over the weekend.
Yeah. Out of the way. That was hard.
You had to do 2 laps. Is that...
It broke it up nicely. But because it was like everyone set a different time. You know how good the time is, but it's alright. Running doesn't get too fun, does it? When you weigh 101. Christmas was good.
What was the hardest part about the run?
I think it's because I had to do it unbroken.
That was the fourth time he said that, but I appreciated it so much the first 3 times I was like, we've got to do it again.
How was that?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You crushed it.
Thank you.
Was it better than expected?
Yeah. I feel like I haven't been running as much, just building the base, you know? So I feel good. Like I was really happy. I'm nowhere near, I feel like, game shape running, so I felt like happy with that. Yeah, I honestly didn't know a pace. I didn't have a watch. I just went off feel. So, Shane, you caught me at my worst moment.
I saw you snorting.
You're like, let's go, Haley. And
I was about to say, ignore that.
on Monday, I was like so sick. I was like about to go to Tim to give me a shot or something. And then I got better, but I'm still like snotty as you can.
That's a good job you're even here then.
Yeah, and Shane caught me one time when I was
He always gets those best moments.
That's what I'm here for, to catch people at their weakest or the worst. You catching me coming in the end? I was on the yellow side, people cheering me on. I was like, are you kidding? Thank you.
I'm here all day.
Stop.
I didn't get last.
Number or
Do I have snot all over my face?
No, you're fine.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you look very, very
I beat like 4 people.
That's amazing.
I know.
You do have something on a t-shirt though.
I actually do though, right here. I have all that like.
Who would have thought a 6K could be so exciting? First event done, and it was a fast one. Gonna try and put these videos out every night whilst we're at Strength in Depth so you can kind of keep up with the action live. One event down, pretty flat 6K. Good test of fitness because there was nothing to it apart from a flat straight run. But also just a great one for some good runners. Just want to quickly break down the paces. Roman Felanio, the person that took event 1 from France, held a 5:54 per mile pace for the 6K. Lucas Hugberg's nice to see him back out there on the competition floor. Didn't compete in the Open this year, so he is here fighting for a spot. Took second in this event. And then obviously Matt Fraser, the person that we're looking at over this weekend and is the hot favourite to win. 6th in that first event, held a 5:57 per mile pace, came in at 22:11, even though it's only 3 o'clock. He came in at 22:11. All right, get off the channel. That was a terrible joke, Craig. And then looking at the female side, Kerry's Webber from the UK took the first event with a time of 23:22. That's a 6:16 pace per mile. Closely followed by snot-covered Hayley Adams, finishing this event in 23:35, which is a 6:20 per mile pace. Couple of things with this first event. Top 11 males all went 6 minutes or below per mile pace for the 6K. If you're confused about the per mile pace, if we look at per kilometer, to get into that top 11 for the males, you needed to be holding a 3:44 per kilometer pace over the 6K. Dead first. And for the female side, if you wanted to be top 10 or above in that event, you needed to hold a 6:15 per mile pace, or if you do want it in kilometers, you needed to hold a 3:54 per kilometer pace. Dead first. Great first event. I love the setting on the riverfront. It's a good one to kind of ease the athletes into the event. So after one event, just going to flash up the top 5 of the males, top 5 of the females. In other news as well, this morning we did get to meet a girl called Lauren Rouse, who is part of Hustle Made, and she is a world and Paralympic rowing champion.
This is so cool.
Do you want to be on the vlog?
Oh yeah, on the vlog.
Epic. She took her first world championship in 2019 and championship record. And she's working towards Tokyo 2020, which is this year.
Get it. Good, bad, ugly?
It was good and ugly at the same time. It was like the first out of 30, everybody went out so hot. I was like, well, let's try to keep the pace. And then once I got to the muscle-ups, I started to pull ahead, so that was good.
What are you laughing at? Oh, you PR'd?
Big time. Last time I did that workout was like a couple weeks ago, and it was 13 something, and I just did it in 10:58.
It's why we bottle our air in England. It's our air quality.
Oh. I didn't understand what you were saying. air quality. It's pretty good.
Friday Night Lights, event 2. It's the standard, it's the last event of the CrossFit Games. 30 snatches, 30 ring muscle ups, 30 clean and jerks, bar at 60 kilos. Matt Fraser did this at the Games, final event of the Games, he did it in 8:05. Won that event out of the 10 athletes that were remaining. I like it. Grace is just gonna hurt, no matter how you do it. Then the 30 ring muscle ups, are you gonna blow up? And then at the end, the Isabel, you just gotta send it. Interesting talking point. Matt did this obviously at the peak of his fitness at the CrossFit Games, but also at the final event of the CrossFit Games, so he would have been a bit like banged up from the Games. Wonder if he'll go quicker tonight. Ooh. Ooh. So many factors. This is why we love the sport.
Very tough.
You guys.
How was it?
Awesome. Oh, I thought right.
Wait, well, hold on.
Should go 10. 3, nah. Have it, Sam. You go.
Yeah, but how cool is it walking out next to Matt? Like, you're following
so
Matt, you're
fast.
next to him.
Crazy fast, but I just lost time on the muscle ups, I think. But it's alright. He beat my own time by a minute.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I was 9:55, I was 9:55 in training. I was 8:55, so can't complain. I said anything sub 9 I'd be super happy, but I'm not happy because it was like 8.
Right, you're an athlete here. Oh, there's Kristen Horvath.
Get it, Christoph. Go, Christoph.
Sorry guys, bit in. Sets.
59, 60.
Can't put it down.
61.
Gains never rest. So right in the back of this hall, the athletes have kind of a chill area where they can just kind of chill out, sit down, they can put their bags down. No one goes in there apart from the athletes. That's like their space to just get in the headspace, do whatever. And from that, out to here, where they have obviously a floor full of Eleiko barbells, plates. You got like 10 assault bikes, 10 ski ergs, 5 assault runners, 10 rowers, a rig. The teams have a worm to play around with, 10 C2 bikes. It's the legit warm-up area. Yeah, we're doing like that. We're doing the path. They get warm. They then get put in their lane. They get called and they're like, this is my time. This is where you go into like beast mode or you crumble. That's people that are looking at you. Into this, where you all line up, get shoulder to shoulder like you go into battle. And then they send you onto the floor. Pretty cool.
Yeah, welcome behind the scenes of the montage. We're here in my kitchen.
Unofficially beat her games time by 30 seconds and won the event.
Yeah, I think so. I don't want one of them, but I need to check the games time.
All singles, baby. Oh, thank God. I was at like rep 7 when Lucas got up to his bar and I was like, don't you dare do it touch and go. Oh.
When like Laura came up to the bar, I was like, she's probably gonna like slam it, and then she did it. I was like,
11 seconds faster than before.
Yeah. Whew.
Less on the line.
It's crazy what like 12 events in 3 days right before it will do.
Yeah. A whole 11 seconds. Shane's had his day in school today, and he's.
I did well. I like math. I like English. What else is there? Do you know where the library is?
Oh, Jesus. I'm too nervous.
There we go. Oh, I did it a second ago too.
He's literally sorting people's phones out. Epic first day, competition. Got some typical CrossFit for the second part. Matt sent it, did his typical Matt, dominated. We had a couple of close foot races. Zack was swole. Haley Adams again, being Haley Adams. Being a teen and dominating the field. Bring on day 2. I kind of think it's a smile. Like, people are like, yeah, you're just doing adult PE, and yeah, you are. But it's like fun to watch, you know? And then it gets me itching. I just want to go home and do some push-ups. Yeah.
You want to go home and do some push-ups?
100 for time. And looking at that final event too, I would love to do the standard when I can actually lift a 60 kilo barbell again. It's just cool, isn't it? Before I'd be scared of the muscle ups, but now I've been doing loads of them. I'm like, oh, now I can't do the barbell. It was also fun watching Tia and Shane and how much they're like invested in, like, obviously because they're really good friends with Matt and stuff. You see them when he comes out and they're like, you can see how much Tia is getting fired up by watching Matt, and she's like on the edge, she's like, come on Matt. That is cool. It's wicked. It's like the training partner love. It's great. That's why they came out here.
Yeah, I'm all in. Brody on the line, I'm tapping in. God out here pulling the strings for me. A girl on the line, she feeling me. Preoccupied by the motivation. Put in the time, pay the entry fee. Bro on the rise, yeah, he kinda nice. Inside of my mind, no one's real as me. Lately, life has been gorgeous. Wake up to clear, my eyes hit recorded. Praise up to God, I ain't chasing no bitch.